On the 2nd of 2013, President Yoweri Museveni assented to the Public Order Management Act that could later help enforce into law preventive measures, arrest and detention of those deemed to break the law. With the enactment of this legislation in 2013, the National Assembly prescribed measures for safeguarding public order and related matters. Since then, the biggest culprit of that law remains FDC former presidential candidate, retired Colonel Dr. Besigye. The latest of the developments is a move by a section of the members of the opposition in Parliament to petition the Speaker for a recall of the 10th Parliament from recess and debate Dr. Besigye's mistreatment by police.
And for example, this one is not an issue for only opposition members. This is an issue for all members of Parliament, whether you are an NRM, an UPC, DP, FDC, an independent. This issue concerns all of us. Preventive arrest has become a disease in this country. You go to you advise the government, you are arrested. Kayihura decides on what to do, he does it. So we have decided now that we let the Speaker record the Parliament, and we discuss it, we debate it, and we see whether really this law should work in our country.
The discretion of the recalling of Parliament dwells on the Speaker's conscience after receiving the petition in 21 days.
That Parliament is in recess, the business to be considered, and the prayers sought. The Speaker shall, upon receipt of the petition in sub-rule 2, summon Parliament to meet within 21 days after the receipt of the petition.
Although the parliamentary rules of procedure are clear on the matter of a recall of Parliament, according to the parliamentary spokesperson, the MPs are sceptical on the move as a matter of importance.
That when you don't support an issue which is for the public, tomorrow you are the one to suffer. And the government is not concerned. The NRM is not concerned. There are issues of the party and the issues of the public.
The gravity of the matter would warrant the recall of Parliament. Now, in this particular case, have not been availed the specifics of the recall. But all in all, once it's a matter of great public importance, once a matter of human rights being violated, once it's a matter of a disaster of any nature, certainly members are well within their rights to append signatures.
If my honorable colleagues really feel it necessary, according to our rules of procedure, that they have to recall Parliament to discuss, according to the gravity of the problem, then I would have no problem with it, because it is their right to do so.
The rules of procedure of Parliament provide for a recall from recess of the August House. However, just 1 week into recess, a section of members of Parliament are demanding a recall of the House to discuss an important matter of the mistreatment of retired Colonel Dr. Besigye on the floor of Parliament. On whether this will be possible, it carries forward the appending of signatures of close to a third of the members of Parliament.
The request made in sub-rule 1 shall be by way of petition made to the Speaker, stating that Parliament is in recess, the business to be considered, and the prayers sought.
On the issue of members of MP's cars, the Director of Communication and Public Affairs, Chris Obole, said by last week over 20 members of Parliament had been embarrassed with cash on their accounts.
It's not a rumor. We started paying members of Parliament. So we are paying as we get the money. Because they have taken loan without getting the money for vehicles. Remember, this money for vehicles is an entitlement to them. But by last week, we had paid more than 20.
The members of Parliament we spoke to, however, said they had not received the money, despite the media being awash of the news of their reimbursement.
Probably that's a lie. I have talked to so many MPs, and none of them has told me that he or she has received money. I do not understand why they should really create that gap between us and the public, claiming that they gave us money for cars when they have not done it. In fact, that is political suicide. It is actually, I think, political assassination.
I have not seen that money. I want to have vehicle as any other member of parliament. I'm doing my job. I don't know whether that is the reason, but at an appropriate time, I'll consult, and I think we can raise our voice to the Speaker and the Clerk to clarify.
The members of parliament indicate that although parliament is alleged to have started paying money for the members of parliament's cars, but those whose election is challenged would not receive the cash. Aaron Stabarka, WBS Television at Parliament.